Pranams Guruji and Param Guruji. I'm Nadine, Yogini Lina from Canada.
Yes, God bless you. I heard about you.
Thank you.
Good.
Rajesh.
Pranam
Rajesh.
Guruji. This is Rajesh from New York.
Very nice. Very nice. God bless you. God bless you.
Severinji. Can you introduce yourself, please? Can't hear you. There we go.
Sorry. I'm Severin. I come from France.
Yeah, I can see your face.
Okay. Pranam Guruji. Nice
God
to meet
bless
you.
God bless you. Where are you speaking from?
Thank you.
Where are you speaking from?
Where are you speaking from? Jack, tu peux m'aider?
Où es-tu? D'où parles-tu?
De France, from France. Sorry. Okay, thank
very
you.
Nice.
I'm
God bless
sorry.
you.
Yeah, I'm not very good in English.
I'm also not good in English. I'm also like you.
Thank you.
Angela G.
Namaste. I'm Angela living in France.
God bless you. Oh.
Sohi G.
Namaste, I'm from London, Chanda.
You are from which place?
London.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Helen Jackson. Helen, you there? We'll come back to Helen. Dan G.
Pranams Guruji. Pranams. Dan Buxley from UK. Great to see you again.
Of course, we both met a couple of times, so I know you. You don't have to introduce yourself. I'm already aware about you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Basically, I already met a few of you. Basically, I just wanted to see those whom I have.
Who you haven't met.
Yeah.
Mr. Bharat. I don't think you've met Mr. Bharat.
Hello, Brand Guruji. Hello, everyone. My name is Berat. I'm from Kosovo.
Where are you from?
I am from Kosovo.
Okay, good, very nice.
Kosovo.
God bless you.
Very, very serious sadhak, Mr. Bharat is.
God bless you. God bless you.
Pretty. You've met Pretty, Guruji. Pretty, you there?
Yes, I think I met her when in Delhi.
Yes, she was there for Swami Sahajananda's birthday anniversary, 100th.
Okay.
Pretty, you there? All right, we'll come back. Jay is James's sadhak. Jay, you there?
Yes, Pranam Guruji. I'm Jay. I'm based in London.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Oh,
thank you. Oh. Thank you.
And Guruji Jacques G from France, who's another Shaktipat guru, one of my Shaktipat gurus.
Pranam Guruji, good to see you.
I'm good to see you. Actually, I missed you in India. I wish we could have met, but unfortunately, we couldn't meet. I was a little busy.
It will happen soon. Thank you so much, Param.
Yes, I look forward to meeting you again. Hopefully, we'll meet soon. Oh.
And Raj, you there? You've met Guruji before?
Pranam Guruji. Pranam Satguruji. I'm
God bless you.
Raj,
God bless you.
Neeraj from Sydney.
Oh, yeah, we met. Yeah.
Hey, Guruji.
God bless you. Om.
AJG, which you know, Guruji. Say hello, AJG.
Pranam Guruji. Pranam Guruji, dialing from Mumbai.
Hello, Ajay ji. How are you?
I'm
Of
good.
course, we met.
Thank you.
God bless you. Om.
Gunjika ji, we know, everyone knows Gunjika ji. Gunjika, you there? She's traveling in the car, so maybe that's why. There she is. We can't hear you, Gunjika ji.
God bless you, Gunjika ji. God bless you. God bless you.
Background noise on my side. Sorry. It took me
Om.
time.
God bless you. Om.
Okay, Debayan Roy.
Pranam Guruji, this is Debayan here from Kolkata, and I've been a sadhak of Guruji.
Oh, very nice. Good.
Hello.
God bless you. Om.
And you know Roshni ji. Roshni, you there? Okay, we'll just, Roshni might be out somewhere. Sam's quite a new sadhak. Sam, nice to see you. Just say where you're from and introduce yourself to Guruji, please.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm Sam. I'm from Australia.
God bless you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
All right, that's everybody. That's everybody.
Okay, wonderful. Now, I just want to say a few things first. I understand you all are from very, very different places. There could be little bit of communication gap between us because of the English accent and pronunciation. It's possible that maybe some of you may not be able to comprehend my pronunciation and my accent. And same thing the other way also. I may not be able to comprehend your accent and pronunciation. So we need to little go slow over this. Focus on the audio. Then I think we will be able to overcome this problem. Next, I have already met some of you, and I am very, very happy to see others for the first time. And those of you whom I met, I look forward to meeting you again. I can see the Gunjika ji smiling face of Gunjika. Okay, very nice. And of course, I met some of you already. James, Dan, I already met. And of course,
Roshni's now back.
Roshni ji, where is she? I don't see her face.
Pranam Guruji, Pranam.
Roshni ji, are you there?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm here.
very,
I'm here. Pranam.
very nice, very nice. You are busy,
Guruji.
very, very busy with your shooting, film shooting.
Pranam Guruji.
God bless you. And see, basically, I'm very happy to see you all, and I'm very happy that Greg ji has organized this Zoom meeting, not the Zoom, or this Microsoft app.
And James G. And James G has been the catalyst for this.
I look forward to interacting with you more and more in the future. And in fact, we should have started doing this long ago, but unfortunately, due to the legal constraints which I had, we couldn't do it earlier. But in future, there shouldn't be any problem. And I hope you all are doing your yoga practice regularly. And just before we begin, I just want to put you all on one particular level and a frequency as far as the subject of yoga practice is concerned. Thereafter, we will go and then discuss whatever doubts you have. You can ask me. And whatever little I know, I'll try and clear it. Okay. Now let us see what yoga practice is all about. Just imagine yourself that not you, for that matter, any person. Let's say a person has $10 million. His net worth is about $10 million. I don't say the word net worth. Let's say he has got assets worth $10 million. What if that person has got liabilities or debt worth about $20 million? Do you call that person rich? There may be some other person who has got just $100,000, but he has got no liabilities and he has no debts. Now, who is rich among these two people? It is the person who has no liabilities, who has no debt. Whereas the other person who has $10 million in his account, he may appear to be rich for people who are looking at him. Third person. When I say third person, who is the third person? Who is the first and second person? Obviously, the first person is the God himself. And the second person is the gentleman whom we are referring to. And the third person is the society. So, that person is apparently rich. He appears to be rich because he has got 10 million in his bank account. But God knows the truth. He himself knows the truth. So whenever we say what is the net worth of an individual, we need to factor in the liabilities and debts also. That is important. Just because someone has money in his account, we don't say that no, he is very rich now. No, he is not. He is a fake. He is apparently rich. You have to reduce the liabilities first. This is all about the spiritual journey of a human being. When we say spiritual journey of a human being, when we say what is his net worth, we measure it in terms of the freedom. Freedom is the currency here. Freedom of the soul. How free the soul is. Freedom from all worries. Freedom from all relationships, both toxic as well as sweet. How free is a person. That is the measure of his spiritual growth. Because the nature of the soul is eternal and it is free. It is not afflicted. That is the thing you need to remember. And how much a human being is able to manifest that freedom of the soul. That is all divinity all about. The human being is only a temporary phenomena. It's a temporary phenomena. To be human is only a temporary phenomena. The spirit has always been eternal. God knows how many times you were born. God knows in how many planes of existence you lived through. And you shall continue to live through. As a human, you are only experiencing this life as a temporary phenomena. Don't get carried away by it. That's all yoga practice is about. To realize your own that nature, the divine nature. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about, so that we all are on the same frequency before we discuss further about anything. Rest all are very, very so transitory things in life. We keep worrying about our day-to-day life, we keep bothering about earning our bread. And on the other day, I heard someone saying, life is so short, you need to enjoy it before it is too late. What too late? You are not going anywhere. Someone may say, no, where is the proof? Where is the empirical proof that we are going to live ever after? Or where is the empirical proof that the human being has been reincarnating eternally? Don't bother about all that. You will know it yourself as you progress. Your divine nature will start getting reflected back to you. Don't worry about that. And believe it only when it gets reflected back to you. You don't have to believe it blindly also. Don't worry about it. Okay, Gregji, shall we now go ahead with our satsang proceedings?
Okay. Let's take some questions if you want to
Let
take.
it be casual. It's a casual
Yes.
discussion. I'm not giving any lecture here today.
Yes.
You can all be free and
Yes.
express yourself openly.
Okay.
God bless
so,
you.
Thank you, Guruji. Pranam. We'll take some questions. Severinji's had her hand up for a while. Severinji, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Maybe
Okay.
I need maybe 10 minutes because I'm walking. And if it's possible to stay 5 or 10 minutes, just
Okay.
the time
Don't worry.
to
I will
push
wait
the
you
sheep.
for I will wait for you for hours if required.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I will
Yes,
be
we
there.
can hear you.
I'll wait.
We can
I'll
hear
be
you.
waiting for you. I will wait for you.
Okay.
Okay.
You when you're ready, you come back and let us know, Severinji.
I'm coming back 5 or 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
you
No
so much. Thank
problem.
you.
Take your time. Don't rush.
Okay, AJG has a question. He's been very patient there.
Yeah,
Ask Guruji.
yeah, Guruji, Pranam. Few weeks back, I was watching a video of our Guruji Swami Shivam Tirthi. In that video, he was talking about before death, there are three things are decided at the time of death, before death. So which life you are going to take next, which like you are going to be animal, which animal or human again, or the bird. Everything is decided before death. Second thing is said about how much life you will have. That is also decided. How many years you will live, or how many days, or even minutes. That is also decided. Third thing is it the bhogs, what you are going to experience the life, both good, pleasant, or unpleasant. So these three things are pre-decided at the time of death. So question is that if these three things are decided, those are the fundamental things, whatever happens to us in the life. So is it like we are going to change the next life thereafter by doing sadhans or spiritual journey?
All right.
Let's recap it. That's all you wanted to ask. That's what your question is. Am I right?
Yeah,
Girish?
That's my question.
Yeah. Let's recapitulate it for the benefit of everyone once again and my benefit also. At the time of death of a person, his next life, what it is going to be, is predetermined. Whether it is going to be born as a human being or he is going to be born as an animal. Am I right? That was his first this thing.
Yes. Yes.
And what
Yes.
was the second thing? How long he is going
Second thing is
going
live.
to live in the next birth? That's going to be that is the second issue which you pointed out. Am I right?
Yeah.
And the third thing is whether the life is going to be pleasant or unpleasant. Am I right?
It is about all the bhogs, like whatever the person has to enjoy or follow through the difficulties in life. Everything is now decided. Whatever you
Yes.
are going to gain.
How sweet the life is going to be. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. And now to answer this thing, yeah, it's a very valid thing. What His Holiness Swami Shivam Siddha has said, it's a very, very valid thing. At the time of death, at the point of time when a person is quitting the body, whatever is the cumulative, the mindset the person has accumulated, now it is going to pan out. His very genetic coding is going to be according to the sum total of impressions which he is carrying forward to the next life. Call it genetic coding, call it your stars or a horoscope, but don't blame it on anyone. Don't blame it on the God. Don't blame it on the stars. Don't blame it on your genetic coding. Who has created that life for himself? It is a self-inflicted injury or it is a self-created destiny. Exactly what His Holiness pointed out, it is going to pan out exactly the same way. Now coming to your doubt, what are we going to do about it? What yoga practice is all about it? Now, the thing you have to remember is when you are shooting an arrow, when an arrow is being shot in the air, you have all the control. But once the arrow has been shot into the air, you have no control over the arrow now. Okay? Just remember this thing. So at the time when a person has died, it was all self-created thing. Obviously, how can he escape all that? He must have earned some good merit also at the time before he died. That will also obviously is going to come to his rescue in his next life. And if he happens to bump into a guru and receive Shaktipat. Now what Shaktipat does, it is going to compress those karma and make him undergo through the karma, because the principle of undergoing the consequences of the karma, it can't be violated. Remember this. You cannot violate the law of karma. But what yoga does to you, it is going to compress it and it will make you undergo through the consequences at an accelerated rate, and you'll be free from that. But then that depends upon the strength of the karma, what kind of karma you have accumulated. You all must be aware. You watch Netflix or you watch ఇచ్చేసి అతనికి. You all must have undergone through this experience. You must have watched some on Netflix, on television. Some programs are very interesting. Some films are very interesting. Some programs are very boring. Those which are boring, you tend to forget about it soon. But those programs which are very interesting, they linger in your mind for a long time. Similarly, if a person has been a thief in his previous lifetime, maybe he must have stolen it once or twice. The karma accumulated is not that strong now. He will undergo through the consequences definitely, but very soon he will get over with that. But if a person has been a thief all his life, in his previous lifetime, then it is going to be a problem. Just give me a second here. ఇది చూపించు అతనికి, ఇది చూపించు, మెసేజ్ చూపించు. If a person has been a thief all his lifetime, then the karma is now very strong. He has to face the consequences of that karma in the next life. So it all depends upon the degree of the karma which has been accumulated. And if you have been blessed with the Shaktipat initiation, that karma will start getting neutralized at a fast pace. Just to give you an insight, I don't know how much you will be able to comprehend what I'm trying to say, because it applies to every aspect of the life. The entire life is going to be impacted by it. Let's say there is a person who has a karmic relationship, a male, who has a karmic relationship with another female. If the karma has been very strong in the previous lifetime, obviously the consequences also going to be very severe now. He will end up with a long time relationship with the girl in the next life also. maybe the karma is not that strong, maybe he will do dating for a few days and it will come to an end. So what happens after Shaktipat is everything gets compressed. It will get cleared that karma is going to be removed from your life. What else you need? Here is an opportunity for you. You are getting an opportunity to clear off your own, call it, don't mind saying like using this word, your stupid deeds. You're getting an opportunity to come out neat and clean. But remember, you will have to pay for it in terms of your good deeds also. That means whatever religious merit you have acquired, that is also going to get wiped out. Be prepared to lose everything. Wipe the slate neat and clean. Both your good deeds and as well as your so-called bad or negative deeds. So this is exactly what is going to happen when you start practicing yoga. So what His Holiness has pointed out was absolutely right. When the person is going to be take birth, in what kind of, whether he will be, suppose if a person who is very fond of eating food, too much attached to eating food, lots of good food, unsatisfied hunger, what do you expect? You might be taking birth as a wolf, hungry wolf. You know the animal? Wolf.
Wolf.
Or maybe someone who is who died with unsatisfied sexual desire. Again, maybe that person also will be taking birth as some animal. Or if he has acquired lots of religious merit, the religious merit is so high, he may not even take birth as a human being. He might go to some another plane of existence to enjoy his good merit. Suppose if he has been the person who has died, that person has been harassing his spouse, wife, all his life. Now what do you expect? In the next life, he will end up marrying some other woman who will now harass him back. The role is going to be reversed now. If someone who has been a very abusive father in his previous life, now what do you expect? He will take birth exactly into such a parents in the next life, where the role is now going to be reversed. You will be born to a parents who are, a kind of a alcoholic father, abusive father. Yes, and also the lifetime, what you are mentioning, it is also going to be predetermined, obviously. Don't worry about all that. That's exactly life is all about. And it goes on and on and on eternally. Till the time you don't perform yoga, there is no escape. It will go on and on and on. How many lifetimes you want to take? How many times you want to be born? It's the endless thing. It's just an endless thing. And nothing is going to be permanent with you. In this lifetime, you may be acquiring a lot of wealth, a lot of religious merit. But that's all again a temporary thing. You're not going to carry your money into the next life. Whatever your deeds you performed, whatever karma you have accumulated, that is going to be carried forward, definitely. No escape from that. Okay, Ajay ji? I hope you got your answer, what I'm trying to...
Yes, I got the answer. So that means the sadhana is the only way, because we are already initiated. Got the blessing of Shaktipat through the guru. Then sadhana is the only way to get rid of or minimize the effect of past karmas, right?
Exactly. And for those who have not, ordinary mankind, who have not been blessed with Shaktipat, they all do all kinds of yoga practices, all kinds of tantric practices, so that the energy is awakened and the journey begins for them. Whereas in your case, the energy has already been awakened because of Shaktipat. Just because you must have gone through all that kind of thing earlier in your past life. So therefore you are now fortunate enough, you don't have to repeat the entire thing. You bumped into a Shaktipat Guru, you have taken off from exactly where you have left in the past life. But otherwise, for every human being, there is no escape other than yoga practice. Yoga is the only escape. There is no other way out. Okay? Anything else, Ajay?
No, Guruji, thank you. Very good. Very good answer. Thank you,
So
Guruji.
therefore,
Experience.
don't waste your life.
Thank you, Guruji.
You got this life, just grab it tight, hang on to the path of yoga, be like a crab. You know, when a crab, heard of the crab, the sea animal crab, when it catches something, now it won't leave anything. The moment crab catches something, you will have to chop it off its limbs. It's not going to leave. You need to catch hold of the path of yoga like that. Hang on. Have patience, have perseverance, because everything is going to take time.
Okay. Jay's put up his hand. He's been very patient from London. JG, do you want to ask your question to Guruji?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I mean, I must admit, I get really humbled in presence of gurus. Sometimes I don't ask. My throat gets choked because of that humbleness. But I'm taking this courage to ask this question because this I've been thinking for a while now. Because as a human on this earth, I'm not just born but alone. I've come with a lot of baggages, and also I've come with a lot of a relationship. As a father, as a son, as a sibling, as an employee, right? So, but when we are in this practice, we don't follow all the rules. I would say, like how a person should be there when he's a sadhak. Yeah, but because we are tied up in all this relationship, we might be doing activities just to keep them happy. Yeah, and also I read that when we are in this path, you might lose people who are not aligned to your principles or things that you love or you to follow. You have to they will automatically get rid of them, right? But we still keep doing things because we love them. Yeah. So I'm just trying to understand, if we do keep doing things because we love some people or people around you, maybe your wife, your children, or friends, is it going to impact my progress? Am I not going to see the progress when I do this practice? And as you said earlier as well, am I building more karma rather than eradicating it?
Finished?
Yes.
Yeah, very nice. See, the problem here is a human being, he can't deliberately figure out a way to do a thing. He won't know what exactly is the right thing to do, what exactly is the wrong thing to do. It's not possible because our intellect is limited. And as far as the God is concerned, there is no virtue, there is no vice. If you see, we in India, we encourage people who are want to renounce life, who want to become sadhu. We tell them, okay, do it, no issue. If the person says, no, how can I leave my family? How can I leave my relationships behind? You don't have to worry, because you're not going to committing any sin here. We'll encourage the people, okay, you want to take sannyasa, or you want to renounce the life. I'm using the word, English word for the benefit of others, non-Indians. We encourage them. Be free. You are not committing any sin. Okay. But then there are certain issues I would like to point out to you. I'm trying to be little more practical rather than trying to be idealist. Yes, idealism says, okay, quit everything. Don't bother about it. Just leave everything. You are not committing any sin. But I'm also trying to add little pragmatism into this thing. See, it is understandable that we all are scared when we see all darkness all around us. It's difficult. Whatever step we want to take, we get scared. That is understandable. But take at least one step forward. Instead of what you call cursing the darkness all around you, try and light a small candle deliberately. You will be able to find way ahead. One thing leads to something else. You take a step first, and that step will take you somewhere else. And in any case, when you are lucky enough, when you see a beacon, a small light shining somewhere in the darkness, keep going in that direction. Keep taking a step, each step ahead. I'll tell you an example how these things manifest, because it is otherwise difficult to comprehend. I will give you an analogy. I used to have a sadhak. You know that sadhak is there. She is a lady, and she is financially well off. Children are grown up, no problem with the children. Happy. Anyone who looks at her, they expect her to be a happy woman. But her problem is her husband. The relationships just simply, it was not working out. The husband keeps on humiliating her at the drop of a hat. All her problem is her husband, nothing else. She has no problem in life. If she has anything to complain about her life, it is all only about her husband, nothing else. Then she took initiation from me, and she used to complain about it. She used to cry. I used to tell her, focus on your sadhana and everything will get resolved. Then she started asking me, what does it mean, Guruji? Do you mean to say that God is going to put some good sense into my husband head? Is he going to be a good human being? Then I told her, no, that is none of your business. You focus on your business of sadhana. Let God bother about his business. You don't try to exercise surrender to God with condition. Give me this much so that I will be happy. Give me that, I will be happy. You don't put condition to the God. That's the fundamental mistake people do about it. Your surrender has to be unconditional. Do you love someone truly? When you love someone, do you put conditions to that? That is not a true love. True love is always unconditional. Remember this word, unconditional. The moment you are putting a condition into that, it's impure. So I told her, you surrender to God and you do your sadhana. And one day, after a few years, she called me up. Her husband has died. He had a massive heart attack and he died. She started crying. And I told her, why are you crying now? All your problem was your husband. And the problem has been removed. How it happens, you don't bother about it. Because what happens to us, we have no idea. Do we have any control over what happened yesterday? It is just a memory now. You have no control over it. It is just history. Similarly, what is going to happen tomorrow, you have no control over it. Do you have any control? For example, I'm not talking about you, for that person, any person who has got a son, who has a daughter. Do you have any control what kind of daughter-in-law you are going to get to in future? Do you have any control what kind of son-in-law you are going to get tomorrow? You have no control over many things. Therefore, you focus on that thing which will open up the way for you. That beacon which I was talking about. The beacon of hope in the darkness all around you. You don't know the way out. You don't know what to do. You don't know in which direction to go. You don't even know whether to go or not. But you have a beacon, just like a lost person in an ocean. You have that beacon. You are only seeing that beacon of light coming from the shore. You just go towards that. And that beacon is your Guru. Exercise surrender to your Guru. Exercise self-surrender to your Guru. When I say Guru, you are exercising essentially the self-surrender to the God, self-surrender to the divine. But the role of God has now become as a Guru now here. That's all about it. People who, like Christians or even some Vaishnavites, we all worship God as Father. People who follow the philosophy of, or the Shakti, or the Shaktas, as we call them, or the worshippers of energy worshippers. They worship God as Mother. Some people worship God as Father. And in some tribal communities, you must have seen, they worship God in the form of an animal also. Animism. You must have heard about it. Here, as a yoga practitioner, you are worshipping the God as Guru, in the role of a Guru there. That's what we call it as Guru Tattva. That Guru Tattva is going to open up the way for you. It will tell you what to do, how much to do, and what not to do. Even if you want to do certain things, it will create an obstacle for you so that you don't drift away from the path of yoga. And if you are going in the wrong direction, it will protect you. It will bring you back. So don't worry about all that. I hope you got your answer.
Yes, Guruji. This was really helpful. I mean, I'll be lying or be not to myself if I said that I've understood everything and it will clear the path. But I get the Guru Tattva, and that completely trust in the Guru, that he will lead to me the path that we are all looking for. And in a justice, like though I feel that I'm the doer, but it's not me who's doing it. Right? It's the Guru who is giving me the path and asking me to follow the path. And I will keep that in mind and follow this practice. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Don't worry about what is going to happen tomorrow. Live in the present. Focus on the Guru Tattva and it will open up its way for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joji. Okay. Mr. Barat from Kosovo has been very patient. Please ask your question.
I have a question regarding the siddhis. Do you mind if I ask a question regarding the siddhis?
Regarding, I couldn't get.
The siddhis,
Yeah.
Guruji.
Siddhis, the superpowers.
No, I haven't still understood.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a question regarding the siddhis, the yogic superpowers?
Siddhis, Guruji, Siddhis.
I think the problem is with the pronunciation and accent. I think I'm unable to comprehend, understand.
Let me explain the question.
Yeah.
Guruji, he want to
Hang on,
please.
Jay. Hang on. Let me. So Guruji, he's asking about the yoga superpowers, the siddhas that come from higher states of yoga and samadhi. He's asking about that. Siddhas.
Okay, got it. Is that your question?
Yeah, sure. So I've seen a couple of messages forwarded by our Guruji into our group, replies from you warning people against using these superpowers when they acquire them. I would just like to know, why is it so dangerous when in the past we know people that have used them before but nothing happened to them? One of them, His Holiness Gangadhar Guruji.
The last part I couldn't understand the last question. Your actual question, I couldn't understand. Gregji, can you explain it further?
Sri Swami Gangadhar Tirtha, he showed one of these superpowers to Sri Swami Narayan Dev Tirtha. So the question is, we know people that have used them in the past, but probably nothing bad happened to them. So I've seen some replies of you warning people not to use these superpowers when they acquire them. That was it.
You understand, Guruji?
And now you have to explain to me the question.
Okay.
Actual question.
Yeah, Mr. Bharat is saying that we know people through the books of the lineage that have used the siddhas, the superpowers. Swami Gangadhar Tirtha used them with Swami Narayan Dev Tirtha. So Mr. Bharat saying, why have you advised sadhaks in the past not to use the siddhas if they ever acquire them? That's your question?
Yes, I got the question.
Bharat? Yeah.
Yes. Is that your question, Mr. Bharat?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, very nice. See, you are aware that we all have to face the consequences for our own actions, right?
Yes.
We all face consequences for our own actions, right? You do a good thing, you get benefited by it. You do something bad thing, you are going to be punished for that. Am I right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, it's all part of our karma. That is the law of karma, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep my microphone off, and then if you want me to answer anything, I'll turn it on because I don't want any background noise to interfere with the meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No problem. So therefore, when we say that supernatural powers, firstly, there is nothing supernatural as such about those powers. They have come naturally to the human being. As of now, they are not natural to us because we are born with some limited abilities in the narrow spectrum of electromagnetic spectrum. That's why we feel that they are not natural. But when they manifest, they're actually, at that point of time, they'll be very natural to you. For example, let's say about 200 years ago, 300 years ago, no one could imagine flying in the air. But today in modern times, it is a very natural thing. You travel in an aeroplane. It is a very natural thing. There's nothing supernatural about it. You know that it's possible now because of the science and technology. But a few hundred years ago, that was a miracle for someone who just couldn't imagine that someone flying in the air. So similarly, as the science and technology advances, you will discover many more things, and they become very natural. There's no longer any supernatural about it. Although we use the Sanskrit word siddhis and all that, or the phrase supernatural, there's nothing supernatural about it. Absolutely everything is natural. Especially when we talk about the ancient texts about the science of mantra and all that, there's nothing supernatural about it. Everything is natural. Only thing is, science and technology is also cyclical in nature. We have still not figured out certain things. And in this context, let me also say, in modern day, theoretical physics is already pointing out towards the so-called string theory and all that, wherein they say that all matter is nothing but music. All matter, the substratum of all the matter, whether it is the observable universe, the observable universe or the cosmos, 85% of it is unknown. It is all dark matter, dark energy. What the modern science is understanding is only very little percentage of the matter, observable universe, including all galaxies, star systems, planets, everything. You don't even know the 85-90% of it. What is beyond it? Whatever you think you know, you can observe, you can understand, is only very little percentage of it. However, theoretical physics is already pointing it out towards the so-called string theory, wherein they say there is a speculation as of now. Science hasn't evolved to that level to understand how exactly everything is music, how exactly everything is based on sound. We call it as sound body of the God. God as sound. This reference we also have in your Christian texts also. Now the New Testament grandly says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Am I right? To some extent? There is a reference to that in New Testament. I have just glanced through the New Testament some time ago, long time ago. I found this verse. Christianity also believes it. Am I right? That the Word was already with the God, and the God himself is that Word. And this is the very thing even the Sanskrit texts have been saying it. Everything has originated from the sound. In fact, yesterday only I made a small video also on the same subject. When the creation was done by the God, there are two parallel things which originated. The world of sound, the world of thing. Sound is like the software, and the materialistic world is like the hardware. Both the things have been created parallel to each other. How it happened, we have no idea. The way it is The thing it is like that. Everything has originated from this sound body. In Sanskrit text, we call it as the primordial sound as Om. The sound body, Om. Everything has come out from that. How the mechanics, how it happened the way it is, our modern science and technology is yet to fathom it. We are yet to unfathom it. To give you a perspective, I will say, imagine yourself like you are a scientist. You want to create a robot, a machine. You have put some sensors into the chip. How the robot has to, what it can perceive. Let's say you have put 5 sensors. You call it eyes, ears, the ability to perceive the touch, skin, taste, and also the smell. You know, that's typical, that 5 senses. You put the 5 sensors in the robot, it can perceive that thing. It can see something, it can hear something, like that. But then there is a limitation here, remember it. As you are aware, in the entire electromagnetic spectrum, human beings exist in a very, very narrow spectrum of light. It's a very narrow band. If the frequency of the light is beyond certain level, you can't see. You know that. Similarly, if the frequency of the sound is beyond certain thing, you can't hear it. Human beings are capable of hearing only in a very narrow spectrum of sound. Am I right, Mr. Barrett? You can't see certain things beyond certain frequency level. So the limitations of the human beings are pathetic. Very, very pathetic. We really can't see beyond certain things because we exist on a certain level of frequency in the electromagnetic spectrum. You know how dogs can hear certain things which human beings can't hear. You know how dogs can smell certain things which human beings can't smell. Don't you know the use of dogs by the police department when they want to catch a criminal? They make use of these sniffer dogs, right? So our capabilities as humans are very pathetic, very limited. We exist on a very limited frequency. So through the practice of yoga, when those capabilities get expanded, we are calling them as supernatural right now, but they are not supernatural or anything. They are very much natural, right? And now the question, why we advise you all not to go after those supernatural powers and make use of them? Because that will be like any other karma. Right now, we all advise everyone not to accumulate karma, right? If you have money, it doesn't mean that you are going to spend it indiscriminately. You are going to spend it for your, in a limited way, for your good, for something good, which is good. If you want to eat food, you spend money, use it for your own, whatever is necessary for you. That's what we all do with our money. And similarly, you want to give it to someone else, give it to the poor, you give it, but do it without any egoism. Otherwise, what will happen? You will accumulate the karma there now. You start feeling, you start copying the God. You start behaving as if you are become a God. That's why we advise, don't bother about either committing any sinful act, don't bother about committing any virtuous act. Just neutralize everything. So on one side, you are trying to wash your mud. You are entering into sand. You have sand all over your body. and you, on one side you want to clean it off. Now, why do you want to again get into the sand again? So, what difference does it make whether you are acquiring supernatural power or you are not acquiring? That's all muck. That's all mud. You will again end up, the more power you have, the more sin you will commit. Either you will acquire the more sin or you will acquire the virtue if you are using it for the, let's say, benefit of mankind. I mean to say, someone may say, no, I want to use it for the good of the mankind. I want to acquire supernatural power so that I can use it for the good of the mankind. Who are you? Who are you? Let the God bother about it. It is the business of the God. It is not none of your business. Who are you to interfere with the creation of the God? You may have acquired the supernatural powers by your yoga practice, but don't get again caught by that muck, because that is also mud now. What did you think? Is supernatural power mean something kind of a purity or something? No, nothing like that. It is absolutely anything like any other natural thing only there. Don't get caught by that thing, because what happens here, the more higher you rise, the fall is also going to be very severe here. When a person is, let's say, something like you have, let's say, borrowed $1 million, it may be probably relatively easy to repay it back. But if you end up borrowing millions of dollars and spend it, now it will be that much equally difficult to repay it back now. The fall is also going to be very severe now. Similarly, the more karma you accumulate because of your supernatural capability, the consequences are also going to be so severe. That's the reason why we advise people not to focus on the supernatural powers if they ever manifest for you. And of course, they will manifest for every yoga practitioner in the course of time. Because the spirit at the core of every human being is divine in nature. As it starts realizing its own nature, it will start also realizing its higher capabilities. Have you seen that movie, The Last Airbender? I don't know whether how many of you have seen. The Last Airbender, that Hollywood movie.
Yes.
So, as you rise higher in the path of yoga, you will realize your higher capabilities, but stay away from them strictly. Otherwise, the fall is going to be very brutal. I hope you understand, got your answer for your question.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Still something lingering in your mind?
No. For what I understand is like you can't stay between the two states, like willing to wash out your karma and willing to create more, and then by using them, and then as you dig deeper into sadhana, these superpowers start becoming normal because you have moved into deeper states.
Gregji, now again say the same thing what Barrett was saying.
He's basically saying the deeper you go into your sadhana, then the supernatural states are happening automatically. He's made a comment that he understands that if you use your ego to accumulate or to use the siddhis, then you will accumulate more karma.
Yes.
Anything else? Did I miss something else?
No, that's accurate. That's accurate. Thank you. I got my answer.
Yeah, as of now, your capability is limited. So the amount of muck which you are going to accumulate is also limited. But when you get unlimited power, you will also accumulate unlimited muck. It becomes that much more difficult now. So
Good
be
example.
happy that as of now you don't have the supernatural powers, because you can't really commit much sin. You can't really accumulate much merit. Your capability to accumulate the sin or the merit, religious merit, is limited now. So it is easy to wash it off also. But the more capability you have, the more difficult also it will become. I hope you got what I'm trying to say.
Yes. The other question that Mr. Bharat asked initially was when Swami Gangadhar used them to demonstrate something to Narayana Dev. In the books, we read that. How does that go? He's obviously a very highly evolved yogi that used siddhis to demonstrate something to Narayana Dev.
What did he demonstrate? Like, I haven't understood.
In one of the books, Swami Gangadhar showed Narayana Dev a siddha. He was giving him an example as part of his learning. And Mr. Bharat asked, how does that situation work when a highly evolved yogi like Swami Gangadhar used the siddha for Narayana Dev to teach him something?
Oh, see, when it comes to demonstrating certain for a person, that is for a specific purpose. It is like any other ordinary act in normal day-to-day life. In normal day-to-day life also, you do certain things to teach your children. Certain good things you demonstrate for your children to teach them a lesson. But that is restricted there, restricted use of the power. It is not indiscriminate use of the power or anything. It's very restricted, this thing, just to teach him that certain things, give a insight into certain things. You don't take it as an example and you don't generalize it, that supernatural power can be used for the good of mankind and all that. I'll give the example of one great a Tibetan yogi. His name is Milarepa. Milarepa.
Yes.
In Tibet, his name is very respected. After Buddha, he is the third person his name is respected in such a high level. Buddha is of course the first person who is highly respected, and there is a second person who is called Padma Sambhava, who is the second most highly respected person in Buddhism, in Tibetan Buddhism. And Milarepa happens to be the third person. He is the third most respected person in Tibet, Milarepa. And he used to have a student, a rebellious student like me, probably. And he, of course, he used to exercise self-surrender to his guru, and he used to practice yoga sincerely. But he also had this, kind of fad, or you call it inclination towards acquiring certain supernatural powers and all that. So he leaves his guru and he travels to India. In the city called Varanasi in India today, Varanasi. You must have heard of the city. It is supposed to be very, very ancient city. It is also supposed to be the spiritual capital of the world, for the mankind. The city of Varanasi. In those days, it used to be called as Benares. The city used to be called as Benares. It is a seat of great learning and all that. So he traveled to that city, and there in that Benares city, he learned so many mantras, so many sciences he masters in that. All that knowledge he now carries it back to Tibet. As I said earlier, the science of sound is a highly evolved, sophisticated science. Basically, even the modern day string theory is also pointing at it only. Means everything you can do it with the science of sound in a nutshell. I think earlier also we were talking about it. We are again coming back to it. So he carried all that science back to Tibet. Suppose someone is bitten by a snake, you don't need to administer any medicine. You make use of the mantra and you can treat him. That is the power of the sound. So he carries the manuscripts. In olden days, people never had any paper or anything. So all these mantras were written on palm leaf manuscripts. So he carries them there. And one day, the disciple of Milarepa, he went out for some work. And his guru was watching all his activities quietly. What his dear disciple is doing it. But he wanted to teach him a lesson, but he was just waiting for the right moment. So one day, once the disciple has gone somewhere and he was returning back. And as he was approaching his guru, the place where his guru used to live, the Milarepa, he could hear something burning now. So what his guru has done, he burned all those manuscripts. And the disciple is so angry with his guru. Guruji, what have you done? I have traveled all the way to India. I have mastered all the sciences. I brought all those manuscripts. It took me months walking back. And you burned them all? And his Guruji was laughing at him. He said, okay, now you watch me what I am going to show you. He now performs all kinds of supernatural powers. He shows him how he can vanish in the thin air, how he can rise in the air, how all kinds of supernatural powers have been demonstrated for him. Forget about those scriptures. Forget about those palm leaf manuscripts. Far beyond his comprehension, he can perform all his miracles. He demonstrated them. And then slowly the things have started sinking into the head of his disciple. So that was meant for a restricted use. When you want to perform certain supernatural power, demonstrate them, it is meant for a specific purpose. Maybe the disciple was to be taught a lesson, so it was meant for that. But Milarepa never performed those miracles to anyone else. He has never exhibited those miracles to anyone else, for the mankind at large. No. Okay?
Okay.
It is meant for a restricted use, for a specific purpose. They may have been performed, but don't generalize it. They are not meant for the mankind at large. Please go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I initially meant, because even Gangadhar Tirtha didn't show it to everyone. So my initial thought was not like acquire superpowers and then go out in the public and show, oh, look, I can fly, or I can do this or that. It's like, if you show it to a sadhak for the benefit of him, it could be a game changer for him in this case.
Yes.
Yes, of course. It is
Yeah,
meant for restricted use.
thank you.
So Severine G has joined back. Severine G, do you want to ask your question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was not a question. I wanted to say something a little bit about my experience.
Yes.
It's possible. Maybe Jack, if you help me sometimes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Jacques will help you. If you need to
Yeah,
translate,
thank you.
Jacques will translate.
Okay, thank you. I would like to say, since initiation, I live a lot of things very amazing. I can see energy or Shakti doing every time, sometimes in the body, sometimes in the mind, sometimes sometimes everywhere. It's very amazing. And I wanted to share this experience with you because I think it's important to share it. I can see I can see how do you change my mind and dissolve my maybe my problems of my problem psychologic, and I can see my mind empty a lot of time, and I can see my emotion not so strong like before. It's more soft, it's more calm, it's more quiet, and I can see everything, and it's very I wouldn't explain or say my gratitude. It's a gift to be in the family Shaktipat family. For the first time of my journey since 10 years, I feel I am in the good train, good way, and I feel I am I don't know how to say chérie, je suis choyée, enfin voilà, je suis prise en charge. Jacques, j'arrive pas à le dire, mais c'est un peu l'idée, quoi.
That I am being taken care of.
And
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know how to work it, but it's amazing, and voilà. Thank you, Guruji, because you're my guru, and every day I say the name of the monkey order all, and when I say him name, no, how do you say him name?
The name.
I
Yes.
feel energy. I feel energy, and it's amazing. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Srinivasulu. Thank you, everybody.
God
It's
bless
amazing.
you. And I've been actually waiting for you. You said
Just
10
Guruji,
minutes.
before the meeting's telling me it's got 5 minutes to go. Is it possible to extend, James G? Do you know? Or does anyone know how I can extend the meeting
I'm
by?
not sure, Guruji. Unless everybody leaves and goes back into the link, I don't think you can extend.
There's no problem. You can
Right.
share the link again. You can have another session immediately.
All right, Guruji, just
How much time is left now?
I think under 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Okay, no problem. And we'll speak for about another few minutes more, and then you can end the session, and then share the link again. You can do that, I think.
Yes, I can do it again.
Okay, wonderful. Now, Severin, that's what she's called, Severin?
Severin G. Yep.
Yeah, Severin G, I can't see your face properly.
Now you can.
Take the camera slightly away. Yes, now I can see you. Now I can see you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Now
walking in the wild, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's a shepherd, Guruji. She lives.
Wonderful.
She works in the countryside, so she's walking around with her sheep.
I love to be a shepherd actually myself.
Ah.
I just love being a shepherd. And
okay, it's difficult. I prefer to meditate. I prefer.
Yeah, hopefully one day I will, when I come to France, I will also come along with you to countryside.
Happy. Yeah, it's great.
God bless you. And in any case, God
Thank
is,
you very much.
as the Christian texts have been saying, God is our shepherd indeed. Right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Gregji?
Yes.
You will have to summarize what Severin is asking me, because I'm not able to follow because of the accent.
Yes. So she didn't ask a question. She was making comment about her experience after receiving Shaktipat initiation. She was saying that it's changed her life and her path, and she sees the Shakti in different areas of her life, her body, her mind, her environment. She continues to pay obeisance to the monks of the Shaktipat order when she's outside in the country, and she can't believe the changes that are happening to her. And she's very grateful to us and the lineage for what's happening to her mind and her life.
Wonderful. That means I was bang on my observation. Severin is the shepherd. She has the Jesus consciousness in her. And Jesus is indeed our shepherd. Right? A shepherd of for the mankind. So no wonder Severin is also undergoing through that experience. Wonderful. And may you rapidly rise on the path of yoga. May your consciousness get expanded to the level of Jesus. You are in the right profession, correct profession. Okay?
What was that word, Guruji? She's in the correct which? What was that word?
Exactly. Yes. Her profession is perfectly matching her.
Severine, did you understand?
No, maybe Jacques, can you explain me?
Madame Guruji a dit que tu faisais vraiment le bon métier, le métier approprié, que tu étais sur la bonne voie.
Oui.
Et que tu puisses vite t'élever au degré de Jésus.
Dis-lui que c'est correct, parce que juste tu lui expliques, il y a 10 ans, en fait, le métier m'a appelé. Et c'est depuis que je fais ce métier que naturellement je médite et que je fais des expériences mystiques. Si tu peux lui dire ça.
It is very true, because she had this calling for this profession 10 years ago, and since then she has been meditating, and having mystical experiences.
Wonderful. I myself, I love to be a shepherd. I just love it. Total countryside, freedom, absolute. Wonderful. There's nothing
Severin,
wrong.
did you
Yeah,
understand
perfect, everything
what
is all right.
Guruji's? Did you understand what Guruji is saying?
Jacques, peut-être je loupe des phrases. Je commence à être fatiguée, excuse-moi.
Que c'est vraiment merveilleux. Je dois t'avouer, j'ai pas fait très attention à la toute dernière phrase. Que c'est vraiment merveilleux que
Il parlait de
tu et que tu es
liberté, il parlait de...
qu'il aime, oui, tout à fait, qu'il aime qu'il aime cette liberté de vie de berger et que
Oui.
il aimerait beaucoup ça.
Oui. Oui. Après, c'est en effet un métier qui correspond à la sadhane parce qu'on est beaucoup en introspection et on fusionne avec les éléments qui sont les brebis, la montagne, le temps. Voilà.
This profession is very well adapted to sadhana because you fusion with all the elements surrounding you, the animals, the mountains, everything is good for introspection as well.
Lovely.
Correct. How old are you, Severin? What is your age?
Il m'a demandé mon âge, c'est ça, Jacques?
Tout à fait.
47. In September 47.
Okay. And where exactly you live in France?
Exactly, Castellane. It's south, east, south of France, near les gorges du Verdon, le lac de Castillon. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Southeast of France?
Jacques?
Correct, southeast.
Southeast?
C'est le sud-est, on est bien d'accord.
Oui, oui, c'est ça, le sud-est.
Correct.
South. Yeah.
Okay. You live near the towards the German border, you mean to say?
No, Italy.
Okay.
border.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, very nice.
Italy.
Anything else? Anything else you want to ask me?
No, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm
God bless
very
you.
happy to see you, to meet you.
I'm
an
happy
honor.
to see you. I'm more happy to see you. I'm more happy to see you. And I would love to meet you one day. Hopefully, very soon.
Yeah, yeah, it will be very good with Guruji Agi. It was amazing with everybody, everybody.
And what cattle you take them out? Is it sheep or horses or what? When you say shepherd, sheep?
Sheep.
Sheep, like that.
Sheep. Okay. What about only sheep or even goats also? Oh, lovely, beautiful animals.
Yeah, beautiful animals. Very smart and very smart. Very smart.
Beautiful. Really beautiful animals you have there. Okay, God bless you, Severin.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see you. Okay,
Yeah.
Gregji.
Anybody else? AJ, I know you've got your hand up, but I just want to give anybody else a go that hasn't had an opportunity to ask a question or make any comment. Is there anyone else that would like to ask or make any comment to Guruji? The silence. Okay. Oh, Robbie, yes. Thank you, Robbie.
Yes, thank you. I was
So
just
Robbie,
thinking.
sorry, just before, Robbie is Danji's Sadak Guruji.
Say again?
Robbie is from the US. Robbie
Okay.
and his wife are from the US, and they've been initiated by Danji.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. Wonderful,
All right.
wonderful.
Please continue, Robbie.
Yes, thank you. I was thinking of your book, The Power Unknown to God, and in it you mentioned meeting a Himalayan master. And I was just wondering if this was a physical encounter or a spiritual transmission. If you've met like in the physical, or if it was a spiritual visitation, and if you've encountered other beings or presences or guides during sadhan or altered states of consciousness.
Can you explain, Gregji, again? Maybe I'm
Yes.
not able to understand the
So,
accent.
so Robbie is asking about the Himalayan guru that he met was Swami Sahajananda on the train. Is that what you're referring to, Robbie?
That may be. I just have it in my notes. It was a Himalayan master. But yeah, I think you're right on that.
Yeah.
That would make sense then.
Yes. So Guruji, Robbie's making reference to Swami Sahajananda. In your first meeting, you met him on the train, and the book refers to him being a Himalayan master. And Robbie, I think, was saying it wasn't necessarily in the physical plane that you met him, but the book refers to it in the physical plane, not in the astral plane. So he said, have you met any others, Himalayan masters, in the astral plane or in your meditation or alternate states of consciousness?
Okay. I haven't met anyone else. I only met my Guruji. He was everything for me. And the fact that I met him when I was a small kid at the age of 15, 16, that shows that it was a destiny waiting to unfold. Just imagine that. I met him as a 15, 16-year-old teenager on a train, and again met him after 21 years. What else proof we need? It was the destiny was to unfolding like that. So why bother about astral plane or other planes of existence when we are meeting your Guru physically in this very existence, in this very lifetime? Rest doesn't even matter. I have met that person whom I'm destined to meet. I met him. I was to meet him, His Holiness. That was my connection, which was waiting to happen, and I met him. The rest, everything is incidental. He being a Himalayan master is just a coincidence. We have many gurus who are not associated with the Himalayan mountains also, with the rest of the continent, subcontinent. That is all incidental. But generally, we have most of our spiritual gurus and all that. We keep, we are associated with the Himalayan ranges and all that. That's okay. That's all right. Otherwise, we have so many other gurus also in the rest of the Indian subcontinent who are not necessarily have got anything to do with the Himalayan ranges. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't met anyone else. I only met my Guruji, and that time I was not even spiritual much also about this thing. I have no spiritual interest at the time. I was more adventurous. I used to read a lot about, I used to dream of going to Antarctica, visiting South Pole, all that stuff like that. I was more of that kind of adventurous type of a person. And all my life, I was reading mostly before I came onto the path of yoga. And as a teenager, I used to read mostly that, you must have the books you must have heard about it, that Secret Seven, Enid Blyton or that author. The British author, am I right? Enid Blyton. She used to write books for the teenagers. Secret Seven.
Secret Seven.
I started off with those books initially as a kid. Then I started reading books about that Hardy Boys series, Franklin W. Dixon. I don't know how many of you have bumped into that author. I ended up reading all that series. So like that, I moved on. I was mostly interested in the adventure, all that stuff. But later on, when I bumped into His Holiness, yes, you can say that he's as good as any other astral plane.
Yes. I grew up in a Christian religion. That was my upbringing, and there's a lot of books and scripture written about being visited by angels and exalted beings and things like that. And so growing up, that was something that was like that you should pursue, having those kinds of experiences that are kind of mystical experiences. And so I was just curious if there's any overlap in this tradition, if that's something that happens where you're visited, where some people are visited by beings in other planes of reality. And I don't know, it's just something that I was curious about.
Can you again put it once again, Gregji, what O'Brien's question is?
So Robbie's saying...
So that I get it correctly before I answer.
Robbie said he was brought up in a Christian religious background, and there are stories about beings visiting, right? In the Christian religion, there were stories about spiritual beings visiting you in mystical states. And he was interested if there was any overlap with our tradition with these mystical states. What else did I miss, Robbie? I didn't quite get it right. I know it's not quite there, but
no, I think that's right. That was my question, is if that is something that happens in this tradition as well. I haven't read all the books yet, but from what I have read, it doesn't seem like that's something that's a focus.
It's Guruji will answer in a moment, but I have had Shaktipat gurus visit me in altered states, in sadhana, and in dream states. And every time I've spoken to Guruji about that, he says it's always very auspicious to see gurus in your dreams or in your sadhana. But the overarching message is always to surrender and be the witness to whatever is happening, even when you're being visited by advanced yogis like the monks of the Shaktipat order.
Okay.
But it's not something that we go searching for.
Right. Okay.
Those things, you will attract those things when you don't search for them. The monks will visit you when you're not searching for them. Guruji, is there anything else you want to add to that?
Yes. Firstly, is there a question there when you said about overlapping? Is there any question there which you wanted to ask?
I think my question was answered. Yes, I think I feel clarity on that.
See, first of all, I advise you all, don't confuse with religion and culture. Rather, you can say that religion is also mostly culture only. It's part of the culture of a place. It so happened that Christianity has spanned over to so many countries. But then you have every culture is different. You had in America, you are aware of the Mayan culture long ago. And similarly, when we talk about Islam, the cultural are different. The culture which is in Saudi Arabia is different, will be from some other country. Although they all may, someone, let's say Indonesia for that matter. Indonesia, again, Islamic country. But whereas Saudi Arabia, also an Islamic country, but the cultures are different. Totally different, although they may be practicing the same religion. So religion is more part of our, you can say, culture only in a way. Some countries have adopted certain religions. We all, every country has its own, what do you call, culture. Food is different. The clothes we wear different. The music is different. The dance is different. The poetry is different. The literature is different. Right? So because of that, everyone has unique experiences with mysticism. When you say mysticism, everyone has their own experiences. Every culture. You go to the rural Russia, they would have had different mystical experiences. You go to rural African continent, there they will have, the tribals would have had different mystical experiences, right? So divine manifests in a different ways based on the culture of a person. Because see, all mankind can't understand the thing in the uniform way. If let's say God has to manifest to all of us in front of us, which language he can speak? You tell me. Should he speak in English? Should he speak in French? Or should he speak in Hindi or any other language? In which language? After all, God has to speak to the mankind in some language, right? What do you expect? Let's say, assume that right now, God has joined our Zoom meeting right now. God is also there in one of the frame. Now, in which language you expect him to speak to you? You tell me. What dress he should be wearing? Should he wear a t-shirt or should he wear some Muslim dress? So therefore, from time to time, God has manifested on the world, in different incarnations, in the form of a great spiritual gentleman. For some, he used to, like Buddha, he was delivering his sermons. For some people who can't understand those sermons, he said, why there's no point in wasting time? They won't understand. Let me give commandments. Then only they will understand. In the form of order, commandments. Thou shall not steal your neighbor's wife. It's like a commandment, right? Otherwise they won't understand. They have to, otherwise the discipline won't get sorted out. So you shoot out his directions in the form of commandments, 10 commandments. In some places, he resorted to giving preaching. Like that. The mystical experiences will be different among the mankind, based on the region. Don't get mixed up with that. Don't get confused with that. Okay? Focus on yoga. Yoga is is not neither a religion nor anything. It is just a science. every human being is divine at the core. Manifest that divinity. That's all about it.
That is very clear. Thank you.
Okay. God bless you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anyone else?
Guruji, this is Ajay again.
Yes.
So, what I understood from the question, answer to the question of Mr. Bharat, we should not accumulate more karmas to helping more people. So, see, I'm actually joined or rather working for an NGO for last 7.5 years. So, is it a good one? Am I accumulating more karmas in a known way, or is it right thing to do?
Can you repeat it? I don't understand.
So, when Mr. Bharat asked the question about siddhas, and then the answer was that even for helping other people, helping the community, or we should not use siddhis, and because those things are left to God. People are having some need or they need some help. So it is God's business to help them who we are. So if someone is doing a social service through an NGO with the intent to help people, help the needy people, is it good thing, or is it still accumulating more karmas then?
See, anything you do is karma only. Let's say you have money in your hands. Bharat, you have money in your hands. Is it not a power you have got in your hand?
Yeah.
Depends how much
That's
money
it.
you have.
Absolutely. It's a power.
I
You have
believe it.
lots of cash you have with you. What you need is very little for your bread and butter. You need very little to fulfill your stomach hunger. You don't need all that cash. You can use it if you want. You can use it for the welfare of mankind and all. You can start playing the role of a god. That's not the way the things work actually. Long ago, when Swami Vivekananda, that this famous yogi, when he visited US, that time Rockefeller was there at that time. Rockefeller, O'Brien's, you must be knowing. Rockefeller, supposed to be the richest person on the earth.
Yeah, the American. Yes.
Yeah. So Rockefeller meets him, Swami Vivekananda. Initially, he was not known to give money to donate to charity and all that. Rockefeller. Initially, he was not. It's only after his encounter with Swami Vivekananda that he started making donations to the charity. So when Swami Vivekananda meets him, he tells him, all the money you have is not yours. You are only a channel here. You are only a channel. What you need is nothing. What will he do with all this money? He can't eat all that money, Rockefeller. And just go about doing it, whatever you want to do, just go about doing it. If you feel like doing it. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. But anything you want to do it deliberately, now it will become a karma now. If you think that you are a god and all that, now you are accumulating karma there. It's in a way, just do it on the spur of the moment, what you feel like doing it. If you don't feel like doing it, don't bother about it. Either way, If you happen to do it, don't think anything beyond that. Just remember your guru and then do it. So you are absolved of both sin as well as the religious merit. Don't focus your mind too much on that. Am I doing something good? Am I doing something bad? Am I doing the correct thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I incurring sin? Or am I incurring religious merit? That focus will accumulate karma for you. Don't do the thing with that focus on that thing, on that particular act. Do it just for the heck of doing it. If you like doing it, do it. You are neither committing any sin, neither you are accumulating any virtue there. There is no virtue, there is no vice. There is no saint, there is no sinner in front of the divine. Just do it for the heck of it. If you like doing it, do it. But the karma has to be eliminated. That's the important thing. Okay?
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Clear.
Yeah. Don't focus on it too much. Yeah, you can ask anyone else.
Helen Jackson from Scotland.
Hello, how are you?
John,
Helen, how are
can
you?
you hear me? Can you? Pranam, I'm very well, thank you.
God bless you. I can
you
hear
hear
you
me?
very, very loud. I can hear you very loud.
Excellent. That's wonderful. Thank you. My question to you is, when the original Shaktipat energy came to Sri Swami Gangadhar Tirtha, where had it been before then? Why was he, why did the energy come through to him at that time?
The last part of the question you have to repeat again. Otherwise, Greg ji, can you amplify it for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Swami Gangadhar Tirtha, why did Shaktipat come to him in the first instant? Why did it come to Swami Gangadhar Tirtha to start this current lineage?
Okay.
And where did it come from?
And where did it come from?
Very
Is
good.
that it, Helen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, I was giving the reference of Rockefeller a little while ago. Why did all the money came to Rockefeller first? Why he was the richest man on the earth? And why did he happen to become a channel for giving so much of charity? Why Rockefeller? Just answer my question. Why not Helen Jackson?
I don't know.
That's all about it. Some people become a channel for something. Some people, they become a channel for something. All the so-called great philanthropists we keep hearing about it. Why they have become a medium?
And where did the energy originally, I mean, it's always been present, the Shaktipat energy, and well, it's God, I suppose. So God is energy. So it was always been around. So I guess it was never born, the energy. Is that right?
Greg ji, again amplify it so that I get it correctly.
Sorry, Helen. Ask it again, please.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where the actual Shaktipat energy came from. I recognize that it's the energy of God, which is not a being, it's just a living energy of the universe. But I'm just wondering how it all came about, if there was a purpose to the Shaktipat energy coming through to raise human consciousness. Is that why it started to come through the lineage? Does that make sense?
Yeah, Guruji, did you get that?
No, you have to explain it to me once again.
Why did Shaktipat happen through the lineage? For what reason did it happen? Was it for the evolution of humankind, of the consciousness of the planet? Why did Shaktipat happen in the first place? And where did it come from?
Okay. First of all, Shakti is inherent in the spirit, in the soul.
Yeah.
Shakti, like to make you understand in layman's language, it is like two sides of the same coin called God. If let's say God happens to be one side of the coin, Shakti happens to be the other side of the coin, energy. Means God and the energy are one entity there. They are not different. God is now not different from energy. It is one entity. It is inseparable. So when God has manifested this as the cosmos or the universe or the mankind, his energy is also working simultaneously. No? It's not a separate thing which has come out or anything about it. It has always been there. Shakti has always been there. Energy has always been there. Only thing is, certain yoga techniques are popular in a certain time in the history of mankind. Some techniques, they are not popular. Again, in certain time, certain techniques are popular. It depends upon the more about the history of mankind. For example, it is like very ordinary thing. It's not nothing very special about it as such. You see, for example, I'll just give you, in 1960s, Americans have landed on the moon, right? Lunar landing has taken place. Thereafter, everyone forgot about moon for 50, 60 years. Now very recently, again, people have started showing interest on the lunar landing. Why this gap of half a century? You see that? Even Americans themselves didn't bother about it. Now they want to go and land on moon now again. When they have already did it more than half a century earlier. It is just cyclical interest. That's all about it. Sometimes certain minds get attracted to certain things. Sometimes mind doesn't get attracted to certain things. But in case of Shaktipat, what happens is, now this cosmic energy being a conscious entity, we generally believe that once in a period of 600 years, for 600 years, it is public, it becomes public in the mainstream society. For 600 years, it is little practiced secretively. Because of this, some problems may be associated with that. Maybe some people are, nowadays you see how people have been misusing it also. They've even commercialized it. People have commercialized it. Some people who are not even Shaktipat gurus themselves, they start trying to become a self-styled guru. They try to attract the mankind. Basically, they are commercializing it. When too many people start commercializing it, again the Shakti, the cosmic power being a pure thing, it may diminish. It may become invisible. Only the genuine people will start practicing it. And after some time, when the mankind is getting gets corrupted, Shakti manifests itself again. And one more thing also I would like to tell you here. I'm not saying this. This has been an accepted phenomenon and many great souls have said it. You know why natural disasters occur in the planet. Natural disasters like earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. It has got to do with the spiritualism of the place, the spiritual awareness of the among the mankind living in that particular place. Wherever there is a depletion of the spiritual awakening, invariably you will have a natural disaster occurring there. It is a God's way of knocking on the door of mankind. It is like God saying, hey guys, what you guys are up to? I have sent you on the planet as human beings so that you all can practice yoga and realize your own divine nature and merge with me back. Whereas you are all pursuing what all kinds of things. It is a God's way of knocking on the door of mankind. That's the why the natural disasters keep occurring once in a while. Earthquake, volcanic eruptions, tsunami, floods, cyclones. When that's the first time when human beings they start reflecting back within themselves. Otherwise, if left to themselves, what human beings can go to which extent, they will become like demons. In the pursuit of materialism, human beings will go to any extent to satisfy their carnal desires. They are not interested in God. They won't be interested in God. They will be interested in everything except God, except this thing. So therefore, once in a while, God gives that knock on the door to the mankind. That's why he has manifested as in the deserts of Arabia. He has manifested in the Himalayan ranges. He has manifested elsewhere from time to time. So that's all about it. With the Shakti also, Shaktipat is basically the cosmic power. It's the Kundalini energy. It's actually it is not even manifesting as a person here, right? It is a God's energy only. It is manifesting as a technique for practice of yoga. For certain time, what do you call? Certain tantric systems have been developed. Some tantric systems are no longer popular here nowadays. Certain tantric systems, what they do, you must be aware. That is, they have to do so many things with dead bodies also. But in earlier olden times, they could do it. But in modern times, you can't do those kind of things, right? The society doesn't permit them. The rules are different. The civic rules are different nowadays. If you say that, no, I want to practice Tantra, so I want a dead body for myself. How can you do that nowadays? The law modern times don't permit those things. But they were existent earlier times. The techniques could be practiced. People could practice with their yoga practice with dead bodies, which is no longer allowed nowadays. So it depends upon the historical timings. Certain techniques are popular at that time. They are no longer can't be practiced nowadays. Similarly, certain things like we have a freedom of expression also nowadays, which was not there earlier times. What happened, you all know, at the time of Jesus? He was crucified. People are not accepting his teachings. Why? Even in India also, I remember certain places when his initial the missionaries, then they tried to teach Christianity. Some were burned alive also. So certain now no one does that, those kind of things. Now everyone has got freedom of expression. And even Shaktipat, we never heard about it. About 20, 30 years back, no one heard about, knew about it much. Because of this internet and all that, people have become aware, and they are all hearing about this Shaktipat, awakening of Kundalini energy, and all that. So it's all matter of historical timing. Okay, there's nothing much to it. There's nothing much to it. And maybe sometime God wants to give a knock on the door. So the cosmic power is also now giving a kind of a knock on the door of the mankind. That's it.
Yeah. So it's all to do with the wheel of time and how it changes. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Yoko, Miss Yoko, I was seeing you. You wanted to ask something? Yoko, you are from which place? You don't seem to be from Australia. Are you a Japanese or something?
Yoko?
Yes, I am Japanese living in Australia, but I was born in London. So I've been everywhere.
Okay, very nice.
Mm.
So how are you doing your yoga practice?
I've been initiated 2021, and the first month, what I've really recognized was that a great deal of dispassion happened to the point that I didn't want to do anything. You know, I was not interested in anything, and what's the meaning of what I've been doing. And the practice of sadhana has changed, and these days more like it seems to be happening every day. I see Guruji's face pops up all the time in front of me, and but I see in my daily life more than anything else. I've seen myself when I lived with a passion before. And then one day Guruji said to me, well, if you want to take your suffering and pain away, you got to get rid of who you think you are. And that's been my go-to place. And that's how I've been living. Every time something happened, I think about that. You know, it's so much ego, so much karma. And then I just say, oh, this must be my karma. Just let it be. And surrendering is a really difficult thing, because when I do sadhana, and I do sadhana lying down. I know you told us to sit down, but I do lying down. And physically, I know my left leg and butt holds on. And then when I observe that and then let go, but few minutes later, it happens again. And then I think my life is like that. I watch it through my body. So that's where I'm going through right now. A lot of things happen in my life. I live in a beautiful place called Mission Beach, with when the Great Barrier Reef and rainforest meets. Very, very beautiful place. And I'm very fortunate to be here and then have quite slow life and then doing what I love doing. But with this slow pace, this is where I think at this time of my life, I need to take that time and spend time with myself, with, just meet myself. And this is where Guruji came to me. I I was at the crossroad. There was no way I could keep going because I was a bit of a course junkie, and I've done so many things, but I was going around, and then it came to the T junction where I had to go left or right, and that's when Guruji came, and I said, well, I got to jump into this after I read your book. And I said, well, I can resonate, but I don't know. I just need to jump in and see how it goes. And I'm so grateful that I'm on this path, because I can't see any other way, because it's only in me. But I have to say, I do feel lonely a little bit because there's no one to share with, talking. So, and then talking creates karma too. So what do you do, So thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Your understanding is perfect. Just go ahead with your yoga practice. Go ahead living your life the way you have been. And how old are you?
65.
65. You got a still long life ahead.
I think so.
Give a serious try. Another 12, 14 years, 12 to 13 years, you will make a rapid progress. Don't worry about this thing. And who all live with you? Who all live with you in Australia?
My partner.
Your father?
Her partner, Guruji.
How old is your father?
No, partner, like husband.
Okay, your partner. Okay.
Husband. Yeah.
Your husband. Okay, fine. Okay. And what about children?
One in America.
Okay. Good. Very nice. And which part of Australia you live? Southern or northern? Or eastern
North,
or western?
very north. So, do you know Cairns?
Say again?
Cairns. Do you know Cairns?
So East Coast, Guruji. Far
East Coast.
Yeah, far north Queensland. So near the top of Australia.
Okay. Wonderful.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful part of the country.
Good,
Yes.
good.
Right.
God bless you. God bless you, Yoko.
Thank you.
What is happening, James? You have been quiet.
James G.
Sorry, Param Guruji.
You have been quiet. What is happening?
All good. Thank you for your presence.
What is happening in Ireland?
It's quiet at the moment. Quiet at the moment.
Okay.
Very happy to have Sadhguruji here, and yourself, Param Guruji, and Sadaks, and to share this space. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to James G for making this happen, Guruji, because he was the catalyst to bring everybody together, and he pushed me a little bit, which was good.
You can organize more. You can organize more frequently this kind of meetings and all that.
Yes.
I know the blessings of the Guru Tattva are beyond the physical, but even to sit together with Sadhguruji and yourself and the Sadaks, it's a double blessing and an auspicious day, and I'm very grateful. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. Oh. Yeah, Angela, you can see you in the frame.
Angela.
Yes, thank you. Well, I'm going through illness, but that's okay. I think it's burning down karma, as far as I understood.
Yeah.
Where are you speaking from?
I'm German and I'm living in France.
France?
I'm German and I'm living in France.
Okay. Good, good, very nice. Wonderful.
And I'm going through illness, and I think it's burning down karma.
God bless you. Don't worry. Okay. Carry on with your ego
Thank
practice.
you.
Anyone else? Greg ji? Anyone else? We have sadhaks?
Anyone else? Shak? Raj? Because we've only got really probably a couple of minutes to go. We've nearly been going for 3 hours. Is there
Thank you
anyone
very
else?
much for everything.
Yeah, Jacques, we couldn't meet when you came to India. Next time, I'm sure we will be able to meet.
I'm sure of it. Thank you for everything.
God bless you. Oh.
Rajji?
Pranam Guruji.
Anything from you before we close?
I would love to call Guruji, Param Guruji, to Australia. If he can make now some plans to come over here, that would be big blessing for us.
Yes.
Sure, hopefully we'll be able to meet soon.
Ji Guruji. Definitely, Guruji. If not in Australia, then definitely I'll plan something in India soon, Guruji.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Anybody else? Guruji, thank you for being a part of this. It's been great to have you.
Wonderful that you've been nice meeting you all. It's been wonderful. And carry on with your practice regularly. And that's it. And anytime we will have more frequently, we can have meetings anytime you want. I'm very happy to seeing you all. God bless you, Angela. God bless you. Where is Dan? Dan is there?
Dan is there. I don't know. He must be caught up.
Okay. Okay.
Kat Nadine is probably Canada's very late, so she may have fallen asleep. And James G was just online.
Roshni ji, are you there online?
Yes.
Yes, Guruji, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were missing.
No, I'm here.
Okay, good. Very nice. Okay, then. Anything else, Greg ji?
No, that's all. I'll stop the recording in a moment, and James G and I will work it out and then circulate it. It's 3 hours, so we just need to work out how do we reduce the size, probably put it on YouTube and then circulate the link.
Okay. God bless you all then.
Yes, Guruji. I have that looked up and sent
God bless you all. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Pranam.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Pranam Guruji.
Oh.
Pranam.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Pranam, Guruji.
God bless you all.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
God bless you all.
Pranam Guruji.
Thank you.
Pranam.
Thank you.
Very much.
God bless you all.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Sahi. Goodbye, Angela, Helen, Jacques,
Bye.
Rajesh. Goodbye.
Guruji,
Yes.
can I just